Our lead story tonight, the Chief Minister of Manipur and Biren Singh has said that 60 people have been killed in Manipur in the last few days of violence. The centre told the Supreme Court today that in the last 2 days there has been no violence. The situation is improving. Also that central forces are deployed in Manipur. Also today, the Supreme Court importantly said that the High Court doesn't have the jurisdiction to decide on the scheduled tribe status of any tribes. That was at the heart of the conflict and the recent clashes in Manipur. Ratnadeep Chaudhary has his ground report, and here's what Chief Minister Biren Singh said.
This is very, very unfortunate incident, I should say. And I appeal to the people of the state of Manipur to come, and we should together try to bring peace in the state at the earliest possible. The state government has initiated many steps to bring back the stranded people from different parts of the state.
We need protection from you, God. You are only our hope.
38-year-old Chinyo Haukip sits at a relief shelter in an Assam Rifles camp in Imphal. Holding her 4-year-old daughter, the expectant mother prays for peace.
We will pray and then we say, God, please help us.
Her house is in Kangpopki.
Look at me. I'm 8 months pregnant. Next month I'll be delivering. Okay, and then it's been so many years, more than 25 years I was outside of Manipur. We just came in the year 2020, and then we started building a house with our own money. We started building a house, and then last year we complete. Not even 1 year. You know, like for us, building a house in 20-30 lakhs is big amount. So not even a year we stay. I have one boy and one girl. They are just below 5 age, and then they just burned down our house.
This mother-daughter duo are amongst hundreds in Manipur rescued by Indian Army. People from both sides of the recent clashes are in relief camps. In Moirang of Bishnupur district, bordering perhaps the worst hit Churachandpur district, there are as many as 19 relief camps with about 3,000 people.
मेरा घर सब लोग टूट गया, आग चला गया. हम हिंदी तो ज़्यादा नहीं है.
आपका घर तोड़ा गया, आग लगा,
सब आग चला गया. उसके बाद बच्चा लोग, फैमिली, सब बस्ती का आदमी लोग बहुत सुसामपुर में, वो अभी तक नहीं सो रहा है.
वहाँ पे ही है एक तो.
यहाँ पे नहीं है, अभी सुसामपुर है.
अभी भी चुराचंदपुर में आपका फैमिली के लोग हैं.
फैमिली सब है.
Family is actually getting divided in this conflict that Manipur has seen in the past couple of days, and you can see the volunteers here serving them food. This is a very a crisis which is not only where the law and order situation has taken a hit, but it is an humanitarian crisis.
We had a lot of women and very small children, old people. Young people trickled in later, but initially we had a lot of women, a lot of children, 2-3 pregnant women. So in this hospital we've had 2 deliveries yesterday night, and we have been providing food to almost 2,000 people around the clock.
The mother of this newborn is relieved that she made it to this camp and medical care.
हम तो बहुत खुशी है, बहुत हैप्पी. जंगल में होता तो क्या करेगा ना, इस हालत में मुश्किल हो जाएगा. इसलिए शायद आर्मी लोग ने हम बस्ती पर लेने आया था ना जंगल में.
In relief camps, space is cramped, privacy minimal. On the one side, you have ailing elders. Next to them, a mother feeding her child. This morning, curfew was relaxed in troubled areas for around 3 hours. At the famous Ima Kethil, one of Asia's biggest all-women's market, the vendors have been badly hit.
दुकान जिरा हुजी पुंगी पाम बहांग दोई ने अदगी दी है न हांग रोय ngathang khang ne phami ji siju la lagta ngang lai la lo chen gra ni.
और दुकान बंद था तो प्रॉब्लम भी हुआ बहुत.
वो भी अखो या वारे नो मगे जरा तान मने वारे दि kaino taw gre ba.
Women and their children and families are hoping for peace to return completely. With BM Sunzu and Ratnadeep Chaudhary in Manipur, Gauri Datta Gupta, NDTV.
60 people dead there, and women and children the most vulnerable in that conflict. Well, in other news, the Karnataka campaign has finally come to an end. It's a campaign where both the BJP and the Congress threw everything they had at it. For the BJP, leading was the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. For the Congress, the Gandhis out fully on the campaign trail. Ankit and Shija join me for more. Shija, so there it is in Karnataka. It's really been a high-stakes campaign. So today, campaigners finally resting, but now all the calculation and political strategy out. Shija, what is Karnataka? You're in Bengaluru. What is the feeling there just 2 days before the election? What's the atmosphere there?
Well, to begin with, to talk about, it is a very, very close contest between the BJP and the Congress. While the BJP has, in terms of where Karnataka has never seen a government or a party voted back to power. This is the last that we saw was back in 1985. So this time around, the BJP, though the anti-incumbency wave, they want to ride that and come back to power. And that is one of the major reasons why we saw central leaders were all here. There was a carpet bombing here in the city of even Bengaluru as well. You saw the massive campaigns and also rallies as well. But as far as the Congress is concerned, we saw a lot of importance being given, especially to the local leaders. So over the last 1 month, ever since the Election Commission announced the poll dates, we've been seeing high voltage campaigns. And then, of course, you have even the JDS as well. Though, HD Devegowda's ill health has taken a backseat, because of which we've seen only HD Kumaraswamy at the helm of affairs. So all the three parties put together, whether that's BJP, Congress or the JDS, now all have predicted a number which is way above the halfway mark.
Right,
now,
and
clearly,
of course,
if you're looking at Karnataka election, that's been a challenge. But for the people, what really are they sensing? They say that for them, the key issues remain like civic infrastructure, civic wars, better, green spaces, and also better infrastructure in terms of, good quality education as compared to the private schools, which they would like to see.
Right. So who's actually talking about that on the campaign trail? But of course, today the last controversy as the campaign closed was the BJP going to Election Commission, saying that a tweet by the Congress on what Sonia Gandhi said in a rally, saying that they will ensure Karnataka's integrity and sovereignty amounts to secession. The Congress says Sonia never actually said that in a rally, but it was a self-goal perhaps that could have been avoided. Let's just look at some of the highlights and lowlights of what's happened in the campaign so far.
Bajrang Bali ki! Bajrang Bali ki! पूरे कर्नाटका के लोगों से आपको 2000 रुपए चुनाव में भी
कभी देखी थी।
Because of Modi ji and because of Bommai ji and because of me, all Lingayat community leaders are going to support, voters also with us, and 101% they will support BJP.
This government has made itself known only by the epithet 40% Sarkara. That is not something a government should be known for.
कांग्रेस ने जब भी मोदी जी के खिलाफ इस तरह की विषैली भाषा का उपयोग किया है, उनको मुंह की खानी पड़ी है.
So, of course, Karnataka, the result on Saturday, voting on Wednesday, but it's being keenly watched across the country, Ankit, because it's also crucial in the countdown to 2024. Remember, the Northeast elections earlier this year went the saffron way, went the BJP and its allies. So that's why Karnataka is so crucial here.
That's right. With this election, with the state of Karnataka, 4 would be down on the road in 2023, 5 more to go before 2024 hits home. But why is this election important? And Sonia, as we at NDTV call it Mandate 2023, Impact 2024, that is clearly visible why this battle for Karnataka was so keenly contested. Now, 5 factors why this battle has an impact on what is going to happen in 2024. It's a do-or-die battle as far as the Congress is concerned. They are a very minor partner in another southern state, that is Tamil Nadu, but the Congress doesn't hold any states on its own as far as Karnataka is concerned. And that's the reason why the Congress would be very, very keen to win this state back. If the Congress is able to win Karnataka, it will give it a lead, at least as far as the the entire talk about opposition, a unified opposition taking on Narendra Modi is concerned, Congress's bargaining power will go up many notches up as far as the state of Karnataka is concerned. For the Bharatiya Janata Party, it's a must-win election. That's the only state that they have in southern India. If the BJP loses this state, apart from Puducherry, where they are a junior partner, the BJP goes into 2024 election with no presence at all as far as the governments are concerned in a southern state. This will, of course, take a historic mandate on part of the Bharatiya Janata Party to come back into power in Karnataka. It's also a prestige battle since the BJP, after being embroiled in by the Congress in that 40% Sarkara Pay CM campaign, they put the Prime Minister forward. Remember, Yediyurappa, who was the tallest leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Karnataka, is not fighting this election. So very much this election has ultimately become the Prime Minister's face as far as the BJP goes. Apart from that, 28 Lok Sabha seats in Karnataka. Whosoever is able to form the government in the state will have an impact when the Lok Sabha elections hit home in 2024. That's why this battle is so keenly contested, Sonia.
Right, Ankit. So let's just see how that tracker goes with the key states voting this year. Thanks so much, Shija and Ankit. But let's go across to tragic news from Kerala, where a boat tragedy, a tourist boat capsized. Now the death toll has gone up to 22 people, including 7 children, when that double-decker boat overturned and sank near the beach in Kerala's Malappuram district on Sunday evening.
Video of the ill-fated tourist boat Atlantic minutes after it took off on its last trip on Sunday evening. An onlooker can be heard saying the boat is toppling. Shortly afterwards, the double-decker capsized and 22 people, including 7 children, died.
ഈ അന്വേഷണത്തിൻ്റെ പരിധിയിൽ വരണം. അപ്പോൾ സാങ്കേതിക വിദഗ്ധരടക്കം ഉൾക്കൊള്ളുന്ന ഒരു ജുഡീഷ്യൽ കമ്മീഷൻ എന്നാണ് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. അതോടൊപ്പം നമ്മുടെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുള്ള സംഭവങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച്
Local fishermen along with the police and fire personnel jumped in to retrieve the boat stuck in muddy waters and rescue the victims. The NDRF, Coast Guard, Navy, including the cheetah, were brought in for the rescue.
കാണാതായതോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു യാത്രയ്ക്ക് വന്ന് തിരിച്ചെത്തിയിട്ടില്ല എന്നതോ സംബന്ധിച്ച് ഏതെങ്കിലും പരാതികൾ ഇപ്പോൾ പോലീസിന്റെയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഏജൻസിയുടെയോ കയ്യിൽ വന്നതായി കാണുന്നില്ല. എങ്കിലും അന്വേഷണം തുടരുകയാണ്.
A case of culpable homicide has been booked against the private boat owner Nasser as several safety lapses became obvious. The boat was overcrowded. The last trip happened post-dusk, which is not allowed. No life jackets provided to passengers. The Chief Minister has announced rupees 10 lakh and the Prime Minister has announced rupees 2 lakh to the family of each person who died. Kerala's Tourism Minister Mohammad Riaz, who also happens to be the Chief Minister's son-in-law, took pride in the Assembly that in 2022, Kerala had a record 1.88 crore domestic tourists, much more than during pre-pandemic years. Yet, safety has become a question mark. With SP Babu, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
And another worrying aspect, 3 people were killed, others injured after an Indian Air Force MiG-21 fighter aircraft crashed into their hut in a Rajasthan village today. The pilot is safe. In fact, he tried to not land the fighter in a crowded area. He tried to move it towards open fields, but it crashed into his hut and 3 women were killed.
Ratti Ram's house in Rajasthan's Hanumangarh razed to the ground. A MiG-21 that fell on his hut and exploded left 3 women dead. The pilot appears to have maneuvered the plane away from the village, crashing instead in an agricultural field some distance away from the main village of Bahlol Nagar. Locals who saw the pilot eject to safety via a parachute rushed to the house reduced to rubble before the police and fire brigade came. They also assisted the pilot, who managed to eject safely from the MiG that was on a routine sortie from Suratgarh Air Base in Rajasthan.
मौका के सजी विमान गिरो जो तो कोई गिरते पानी जियां ब्लास्ट होयो बिंग टाइम मौका गड़ पुगे सारा सारो गांव को गयो थे लाश काढ़ी JCB वगैरह पुलिस वगैरह प्रशासन वगैरह वो तो थोड़ो लेट साजन टाइम लगे आयो जो पहला सर जी लाश काढ़ चुके गांव का सारा लगे फिर सर्च करी JCB मंगवा के गांव का तो भी मैं लाश वगैरह बाद में को निकली गई.
The Indian Air Force in a statement said the pilot experienced an on-board emergency following which he attempted to recover the aircraft as per existing procedures. Having failed to do so, he initiated an ejection. The Indian Air Force said a probe has been ordered to ascertain the cause of the crash.
सूरतगढ़ एयरफोर्स से एक विमान मिग 21 गिरा जिसमें एक पायलट था. पायलट सुरक्षित है और जो प्लेन है वो एक घर के आसपास गिरा तो उससे जो है 3 महिलाओं की डेथ हुई है और 3 घायल हुए. 3 परिवारों की अलग अलग 3 महिलाओं की डेथ हुई है तो तीनों को 5-5 लाख रुपए राज्य सरकार की मुख्यमंत्री चिरंजीवी स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना के तहत प्राप्त हुए. 3 मकान हैं जिनमें से 2 मकानों के टूटने की और उसको क्षति पहुंचने की सूचना है.
2 women died on the spot while the third died in hospital. They are from different families and not related to each other but were at the hut of Bansho Kaur when the crash took place. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
Well, moving to other news, everyone's been talking about OnDC, that's a central government-backed open network for digital commerce. And will that actually be a game changer in the whole e-commerce system in the country? Let's take a look as NDTV does this reality check.
So well, it's now time to order some food and let's see what this whole buzz on the internet is about, the OnDC app. Now the internet is buzzing with screenshots of orders by consumers saying that their food costs significantly cheaper on the OnDC app. So all you need to do is to go on one of the apps it has partnered with. So Paytm is one of those apps. Okay, so let's try pizza, the most basic thing. Here we have Pizza Hut, so let's try and order something from here. So it's costing us a 213 rupees app. Now let's try and order the same thing on Swiggy. Here it's costing us 169. Now that's because of the discounts that OnDC is giving. And here you can see it's costing us 249. How does OnDC actually work? How it seeks to change the nation's food ordering scene? Let's have a look.
OnDC, or the Open Network for Digital Commerce, aims to be a one-stop solution to all shopping needs. It is being seen as one of Government of India's most ambitious initiatives. OnDC aims to do to online shopping exactly what UPI did to online payments. The platform seeks to enable consumers to order goods online from multiple sellers across apps. The idea is to bring consumers directly in contact with end sellers, aiming to do away with aggregators. But the biggest game changer could be what the platform could do to the country's food ordering scene. The internet is buzzing with screenshots of OnDC orders shared by consumers online, showing how the same product costs significantly cheaper on OnDC when compared to Swiggy and Zomato.
So it was approximately 15 minutes back that we placed our order through the Paytm app and our pizza has arrived. If I can just show you that here we have the pizza from Pizza Hut and this is the bill. And it clearly says that the pizza cost us less than what it cost us on Swiggy. So here is my Swiggy order. It took approximately 40 minutes. The same outlet, we placed an order on both the OnDC as well as Swiggy. And here's the bill and it cost me 266 rupees for the same pizza.
But how is OnDC giving a better deal? While delivery giants like Swiggy and Zomato charge a 25 to 30% commission from restaurants on every order, OnDC charges a 2 to 4% commission. It also has many discounts for initial users. Many, however, believe that the government-backed platform needs to address some concerns, including limited competitiveness of new sellers. The excessive power of the platform means that those sellers who want to be on multiple platforms could face difficulty. Delivery giants say that it is not really a level playing field. The big question, can OnDC take on Swiggy and Zomato and other aggregators to revolutionize e-commerce in India?
So well, my pizza is finally here, both from the Swiggy app as well as the OnDC app, and my experience has been that while I could not track the delivery executive on the OnDC app, something that I could do on Swiggy and Zomato. The fact is that the delivery executive from the OnDC app, he came earlier. Now, OnDC does not have its own delivery partners. It ties up with various partners like Dunzo, etc., and uses them to deliver food. So that advantage OnDC does have, and of course it's much cheaper, of course, because OnDC is currently giving discounts to new users and also charging less commission.
Well, I hope Vedant is enjoying that pizza, cheaper than it would be on the other delivery platforms. But let's just look also the news from the markets. It's a marvelous Monday on Dalal Street, with markets gaining over 1%. It's the sharpest single-day gain since March. The Sensex gaining 710 points, ending at 61,764. The Nifty gaining 195 points. Banks, realty, auto stocks are top gainers. Foreign portfolio investments and falling oil prices have boosted markets. The foreign portfolio investors have invested 14,703 crores in Indian equities in May. That's the highest since November 2022. Well, after unusually cool weather this May across parts of North India, today in many parts of Kashmir, hailstorm and also unusual snowfall in Gulmarg in Kashmir. So there we see it, fresh snowfall in Gulmarg and other parts of Kashmir. Very unusual, I say, people there. So will it be enough for a good ski season in May? That's still unclear, but there we see it, snowfall in Gulmarg in May. Also in Zojila Pass on the Srinagar-Ladakh highway, a heavy avalanche which has struck at least two vehicles have been buried under this avalanche. Rescue operations were on till earlier this evening, but that highway likely to be closed.